You're like, he's like, wait, is this recording?
Yeah, and then I told him I'd cut it out.
You cut the shit out of the beginning of it.
Yeah, I kept like a couple reactions of his, and then like my response, like, man, that's crazy. But cool. We are rolling. Excuse me. Hey guys, welcome to StrengthCast episode 4. This is morning coffee number 3, right?
Yep.
I did not screw up the title
right.
this time.
That was
I think this is the first time I didn't mess it up. We're kind of doing reverse order this morning for our morning coffee. This is post-workout, so I don't know about you. I'm sweaty.
I'm shaking like
Yeah. So, but Seth was feeling a little under the weather this morning. He wasn't feeling up to doing a podcast when he first came in. Kind of looked like death warmed over.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Seth is back with us. We were trying to connect last week to do a podcast, but unfortunately we couldn't. He was took a little vacation. So yeah, how was your vacation? How'd they go?
It was great. It was beautiful down there, man.
Cool, man. Where'd you go? Like the people watching probably don't know that.
Went to Siesta Key. Yeah, I went to Siesta Key for a great friend of mine's wedding, and yeah, it was a good time. I definitely go back, and I think you should probably go down there because it's awesome.
I would love to go. I mean, Sarah and I have talked about going to Florida before. Timing.
Yeah.
Timing just doesn't.
It's so easy to get down there, though.
Yeah, I know.
Like I was saying, once we get down there, I'm like, why don't we do this more often?
Yeah.
It's just that easy.
So I'm not very familiar with the geography of Florida. So like Siesta Key, is that in the Keys in southern Florida?
No. So the Keys are in the southern tip of Florida. Yep. Siesta Key is south of Tampa Bay, which is like southwest Florida.
Oh, okay.
Actually, like the first place to get hit by the hurricane.
Oh,
but didn't look too bad down there. You're like,
oh, that's why that sounds familiar. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So like damage, everything's cleaned up. It doesn't seem
for the most part it's cleaned up, but yeah, where we were staying at, there was 4-foot storm surge, so that's pretty crazy that they can bounce it back like that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, we'd love to go. So
how was your weekend?
Good. You're looking a little tan.
Yeah.
A little dark.
My legs cannot. I'm shaking like crazy right now.
You are shaking. It wasn't even that big of that intense of a leg workout, but
I always get a good hammy lift though. Like they just connect so easy. Yeah, good work.
I don't know. I think things have been improving since we've been training together, but I'm just giving crap. I know it's definitely helped me having a training partner.
Definitely.
And stuff. It's like, and that's one thing, like, this is like off topic, I didn't really plan this out to talk about like training partners and stuff, but like if you've got someone in mind, like a friend, relative, a spouse, whatever, even like someone in the gym that you've kind of like, been chatting with or whatever, it is an invaluable asset that can help you with progress.
Very much so.
So much. Like, I mean, for me, like, I've been bodybuilding for years, and it's just like, I feel like every year, like, I can unlock something new. And I feel like anyone can unlock something different. Like, if you're not looking back like 6 months or a year from now and like thinking like, what the heck was I doing back then? Or like, always be a student. Once you think that you've learned and everything is the minute you stop learning.
Yeah.
So
you never know everything.
And no, absolutely not. And I always tell people like I am not an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but it just worked out for both of our schedules to start working out together, and it's just been something that's, I know for me personally, like I thrive off of having the right training partner, having the wrong. Hey, that's a new toy. Will you stop chewing that up? I thrive off having the right training partner. One of my favorite people to train with is actually my wife, and it just doesn't work out with schedules and with programming and things like that. Hey, you're tearing it up. Stop. This is a new toy. Ugh, dogs. So, but it just doesn't always work out for our schedules. Like my wife either works out super early in the morning or she works out like after work. So probably around like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And I just want to get it done and over with, an hour, 2 hours after I get here in the morning, just get a workout in when the gym isn't super busy. So I don't feel like I'm in everyone's way and I can actually be available and help people out as needed. But yeah.
You're really good about running through everything nice and like really taking it seriously and hitting all your lifts really good and not rushing through it. So it helps
Yeah.
to not have to be rushed through your lifts for sure.
Yeah, and we still manage to get
Not
our
a ton of people around.
yeah, when we still manage to get our workouts done in about an hour. So like today was like an hour and 15. Oh, my watch is still going. Today is like an hour and 15 minutes. But I think we both kind of had a couple distractions during our workout and stuff. And well, yeah, we're not bad. So anyway, sorry, off topic. I know we've gotten some crap about from some people on the podcast, Adam. So like, oh, people may not want to hear about your lifts, or apparently on the first episode I was saying we won't talk about it, and I got some crap from some people about saying, we're not going to talk about it. And they stated it's a podcast, you're supposed to talk about it. So
Probably right.
Whatever the heck that was, next time it comes up, I guess I'll try to talk about it. I don't even remember saying it, but they said I said it in the podcast like 3 different times. So whatever, deal with it. So it's my podcast, not yours. If you have an issue, then make your own.
Don't watch.
Do us a favor, though. Can you guys go back and please watch our first interview? Because as you were gone, no, you were still here when I did that interview with Andrew Keinroth, our chiropractor that comes in every other week. Please, that was such a great podcast. I had so much fun interviewing him. I'm kind of disappointed with the views on it this far. It just doesn't have a lot of the views that I expect to for our first guest appearance. So I might try to push that a little bit, and I should probably make a couple reels or shorts or whatever of the footage from that. But I know it's a little bit longer one. It's like 53 minutes, but it was a really, really good interview. And I think he really dropped some good information, some helpful tips and stuff for people, but also it's just a better way for you guys to get to know him and whatnot. But Andy's been a good friend of mine since high school. And he's just such an amazing guy. So, anyways, you were asking me how my weekend went. It was fantastic. I know in the last podcast, I did a huge shout out to the Natural Iowa bodybuilding show. I was asked to be a test judge for that show. So what a test judge is basically I score the competitors, or the test judge scores the competitors just as a normal judge would. Only my scoring did not count because I have to, when you test judge, you have to be within 90% of where the official judges scored the competitors. And you have to do that a couple different times, different bodybuilding shows in order to become a certified judge within the federation. So it was something that was just kind of brought up to me about test judging, and and it's just like maybe finding my place in bodybuilding here. If I do decide to retire or whatever, which I haven't officially.
Doesn't sound like it.
I haven't officially said anything about that yet. But, so like,
let's not talk about it.
We won't talk about that. So, winks at camera. But anyways, it was a fantastic event. I will say I did the Muscle Fest show in Cedar Falls last year. I completely bombed it. I think I got like 70%. And so the quota is 90%, or expectation is 90%. I stand behind where I place those competitors. But I mean, bodybuilding is so subjective. It's an opinion-based sport, based off of the judges' opinions. For the most part, there's definitely some very specific criteria where we're supposed to be judging the competitors on. And I felt like per the criteria and per my opinion, that's, I stand behind that. I nailed a lot of the categories at the beginning. So like, without giving out too much information on some specific things that I feel like people should have done differently, or competitors should have done differently, without calling anyone out. But bodybuilders, I got it. The gentleman that won the open bodybuilding title, he was 60 years old.
That's crazy.
It was so cool. Like, he came in nasty shredded. He was grainy. He had a good amount of muscle mass, and he had a really cool story. Like, he just wanted to, he kind of stopped. He'd been competing since he was 21, and he stopped competing at the Natural Iowa several years ago when his son was 4. He wanted his son to be able to see him compete. And he came back to the stage this year because his son is actually getting into bodybuilding. He wanted to be able to compete with his son, and now he turned pro. So if that's not an example to set for your son, I don't know what is. So it just shows that age is just a number. You can get into the sport whenever, you can get into working out whenever, and even if you take some time off, it's never too late to come back. So, but yeah, I did pretty well in classic physique. I had a couple people mixed up just because, in my opinion, like their trunks weren't the right color, they weren't the right cut, so I scored them dead last, even though they're amazing. They had amazing physiques, but they, in my opinion, they just didn't meet the criteria, and they didn't read the instructions. And so if you don't read the instructions and can't follow the simple guideline as far as like what you're supposed to wear for a bodybuilding show, then you shouldn't be competing in it, but also you shouldn't be scored higher. So otherwise, everyone else I nailed, the winners I nailed, but I did struggle a little. I got women's physique and bodybuilding and stuff, and I did well in those. And then where I really struggled was men's physique, actually. It's just a category that, I personally haven't been super interested in. But aside from that, man, there's so many good competitors that showed up, and there's a lot of them who are just absolutely ripped. But it definitely went out to, some great competitors that won it. And women's bikini, that one is I would say maybe another one that I got the winners. I had some of the lower placing people kind of flip-flopped and stuff. But yeah, it was an awesome time. It was a really, really well-run show. So now there's some other competitions coming up outside of the state, still some in the Midwest, and some out of the Midwest are coming up this summer. But we do have another show coming up, or the NANBF has another show coming up on August 30th. So if anyone is wanting to compete in it, or if anyone is wanting to go attend a show that's a little bit more local, this one is also a very, very well-ran show. Carrie Douglas and Ryan are co-promoters of that show. And it is in Cedar Falls again on August 30th. So I'm fairly involved in that show. I've been, I'm trying to help out where I can behind the scenes and stuff like that. We're listed as a sponsor. Iowa Strength is listed as a sponsor for that show. So it's a good local show, and it was a smaller show last year. It has been a smaller show, but we're just trying to grow it a little bit more. But the competitors that showed up absolutely showed up at that show last year, and it sounds like some of those same competitors are coming back. So just trying to get more competitors, give out more pro cards, and more exposure just to bodybuilding in this area of Iowa, like the Cedar Valley area, Independence area, stuff like that. So
this weekend was in Des Moines.
Yeah, this weekend was Des Moines. So and that was a good show. I'll say I test judged the Cedar Falls show last year, and there were not nearly there was less than half as many competitors at that show. So when I was flipping through the pamphlet, the judges packet, I was like, holy cow, there are so many. One of the there's two men's physique classes. They had a short class and a tall class. The short class had 5 competitors. The tall class had 8.
Wow. And
I'm just I'm up there on stage, and thank God they're they're always switching people around. But then when they switch around, I'm like, wait, all right, so number 56 or number 52, they flip flop them. So I'm trying to keep it in order, but it's a really good opportunity so the judges can see them from different angles and
is that why they do that?
Yeah, definitely. And they're also doing that to compare people too. Yeah, if they have some close calls, so usually. You basically know who the top 2, top 3 are right away, and unfortunately, you usually know who the people last are. So then you're just trying to filter out 2 through 3, 2 through 5, or whatever, and really try to figure. At least that's what I was doing. So the kind of flip flopping people and compare it and giving the opportunity to compare other competitors, it just it definitely helped out. So it was a fun time. So I felt bad I didn't really get to stick around for the after party at this one or give any feedback to any competitors, just because it was over a 2-hour drive for me on the way back. So I just needed to get going, get back home. So, but yeah, otherwise, I don't know. It's been about it. So I really didn't have any other topics really that I thought about discussing, but we have been getting good feedback, good comments on our videos. So we really, really appreciate all the support so far. It's been an awesome journey just with these, 4 episodes, mm-hmm. 4 episodes mm-hmm. so far. The dogs are probably gonna bark here in a second because I think someone's gonna walk in. Maybe not, but if there's any topics you guys want to see us do, or I still need to do a Q&A post, let people ask questions or whatnot and stuff. So I don't know, man. I guess that's really all I got for today. I don't really have any crazy updates or any rants to go on or anything like that. I have talked to a few other people about being possible guests on the podcast, so I'm really excited about that. we're just I need to get like a good stop. I need to stop it. I need to get a good room. I need to get a good area to be able to interview people. But I did corner Ryan because Ryan said he watched our podcast.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, he came up to me and said he liked it and stuff and thanked me for the shout out. So I told him I'd like to get him on it. I just need to figure out how with our low budget setup, I need to figure out how the proper way is or a good way would be to record it or whatnot. So I thought about screen recording like a Skype call or something like that.
Yeah.
I think it might work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Well, it seems like a lot of those bodybuilders do that.
Yeah.
From all over the world.
Yeah. The Skype calls or whatever. However they. I heard Skype is no longer a thing. Is that true?
Probably Zoom.
What?
Probably Zoom.
Is that Zoom? Is that what it was?
No, Skype. I don't know.
Stop.
I'm not sure what Skype is, but probably
Yeah.
via Zoom.
Either way, we'll figure one of them out. Yeah, I'd FaceTime him if I could, but I don't think he has an iPhone.
Samsung people.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
So I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to talk about?
I don't.
Anything on your mind?
I had a good lift. I don't feel very good today, but
Yeah. You're looking better.
I don't really feel that much better.
Oh, really?
I'm still sweating. My
Yeah.
legs are shaking like crazy.
Yeah. Well, maybe too many drinks on the beach and not enough water, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Luckily Trina's feeding me some water, but
Good.
I might have died if not. She had not have been there
Too old for that,
to
man.
babysit, so
Too old for that stuff
it was
anymore.
a celebration.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to Colton and Tori, and congratulations on your wedding.
Congratulations, it was awesome.
Yeah. Two awesome people. So, but alrighty, guys. Well, hopefully this one isn't boring. I'll say, like, every time I go back and rewatch and like while I'm posting the podcast, I'm like, man, this is crap. Like who's gonna watch this? Like, what? I don't know. But again, like, this is just morning coffee. It's just us, just shooting the shit, just catching up on. It's been almost a week since you've been gone, or close to. I guess you left on Thursday, so we saw each other Wednesday. No, you had a ton of work to do last week, so you weren't able to make it in for a couple days.
Yeah, I was pretty busy last week.
So it has been about a week since you've been in. So yeah. So again, the whole purpose.
We did one Monday last week.
No.
At all.
No, I posted the one with Andy, I think, on Monday. So, but yeah, again, like, this morning coffee, this isn't going to be the whole premise of the podcast. This is just going to be basically like a Seth and I thing, and just talking and going on random rants or whatever's on the top of our head. And so, with that said, I guess I don't know. Finish it here. We need also. I know we've gotten some people that said that we need a jingle. If anyone has any ideas, or if anyone wants to be generous enough to make us a jingle, I threw it in AI, and so because like the cover photo, the stock photo of our StrengthCast podcast was AI generated. If you can't tell, obviously, and then like it kept cutting it off, so because I want to get it formatted for YouTube to fit into the YouTube like thumbnail.
Sure.
So I basically had to like go and find the font that it used and download it and redo it. And I took a picture of some barbells in the gym and threw it on there. So
I think it turned out awesome.
It's kind of thrown together, but that's just kind of how our whole podcast is anyway. So like whatever, it's raw, unfiltered, and so I tried getting AI to do a jingle. It wrote a jingle, and it's cheesy as hell. But
You'll have to show me when you're done.
And then like it asked me if I wanted to create a whole song, and I was trying to get it to like, I said yes, create the song, because I thought maybe it would sing it with instrumentals.
Oh.
And it said yes, and it just spit out an entire song.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, okay, well, this is cringy, but like whatever. So I was trying to get it to make a song, and it's like it didn't have the abilities to do that. You have to like go on Fiverr or whatever and try to find someone to make it. So if there's anyone out there that is talented, that wants to do it for free or really, really low cost, I know that's a big ask, so I'm not asking anyone like in general, but like if anyone just is bored and wants to do like a jingle that's not going to get us banned on YouTube for copyright infringement,
Right.
We would love you a long time. So, but yeah, so
That'd be a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. That's it, man. I guess that's all I got for today.
That's all I got. I'm still
Yep.
sorry. I'm not feeling aggressive.
Yep.
Great.
It's Monday. We got stuff to do. You got to go to work. And
Gotta go run some people down, but nothing crazy.
Run people down.
Yeah.
We probably shouldn't talk about that.
We shouldn't talk about that.
All right. Thanks for watching. See you guys.
Good one. I like that.